On to race number 4 then. The fourth on the programme is our feature race on Saturday. It's the Hong Kong Jockey Club Community Trophy Class 3 over the 1,200 metres. One scratching here as well in Hello Beauty. So 9 of them go to post now. Dream Come True went over the 1,000 metres at Happy Valley. That was 2 stars back. African Sky makes his Hong Kong debut, a 2-time winner in France. Big Party, odds on, beaten favourite last time out by Mr. Croissant. Highland Fortune makes his Hong Kong debut as well, a winner in Ireland. And Red Desert on his 3rd start up in trip. And Mr. Croissant is 2 from 3. Now Regan Bayless will ride in for Chris So from Barrier 8. Key Witness, who dead heated with Prance Dragon last time we saw him a couple of months ago. He spent some time with Chung Fa in the last 30 days.
And in this race, look, the speed does look to be good, and there is basically one horse that's going to come from it, and that's Dream Come True. Red Desert sat handy in his 2 runs so far. He might be able to get up there again with Highland Fortune. He's drawn nicely with that inside draw, so he will get a good run, one would think. Mr. Croissant, the interesting one, if he can slot in and get some cover, he'll be dangerous at the end.
One of the first starters is African Sky. He's had 2 trials. They've only been ordinary trials, to be fair, but £1,099 here is his work anyway, leading into it. So I thought you can make your own mind up, and you can see him there. He'll be a big price. A Big Party, now he veered out to the middle of the track last time, but his work since has been good, his last couple of pieces in particular. So he seems to be over those problems, and he's also had that run to make him a bit fresher as well. I thought Best Alliance is going nicely. I thought his 5th last start was pretty good as well. So his track work suggests that he's going nicely as well, and you can see him nice and easy there.
All right, excellent. All right, we'll start off. We'll come back to Big Party and Mr. Croissant in a second with Red Desert. Now, debuted at Happy Valley, showed a lot of speeds. Took him to Sha Tin, then down the straight. This is behind Multi-Million.
Yeah, and look, he's had a couple of runs now. He trialled well before his race day, and he trialled really well. The 2 race day starts have been just okay, to be fair. He's got barrier number 5, so he should get a nice run. He dropped out a little bit here, so look, I didn't get him in the end.
I'm going to throw him in. He's not the biggest horse going around. He was at £1,023 last time out, but yeah, I thought there might be some merit including him again.
I think his wins in the UK was more around the 1,400 metre mark, so the step up in trip you'd imagine would help. Dream Come True, we can take a check on him. This is the win. 2 starts back at Happy Valley over the 1,000.
Yeah, he was able to get away with the lead in front, hold out Fairy Twins. He had an issue last time out, lame right front. He was flat in the straight, but this effort here, leading all the way, I thought was pretty good. He was able to pinch that winning break. He's got a £10 claim here as well, which brings him down to 118, which does make him dangerous, but I'm going to leave him out.
Yeah, I've left him out. I'm going to wait till he gets back to Happy Valley. I think Happy Valley really suits his front-running style.
All right, OK. Now we get to the big runners, and that is Big Party. First up, though, is Mr. Croissant, as we can hear from his jockey, Regan Bayless.
Regan, Mr. Croissant, nice win from him last time.
Yeah, it was, and he beat a quality field, and since that race, the form has been franked, obviously. Racing Fighter coming out and winning on Wednesday night, and, you know, there's been some good runs behind it, so I'm happy the way he's going. He's had a trial in between, and he's ticking over lovely, and I think he'll make his presence felt for sure.
You would have liked the way that he finished off to win that trial?
Yeah, definitely. It was a lovely trial. Just let him relax early, and once I brought him to the outside and he changed his lead leg, he really was strong the last little bit. So, as I said, couldn't be happy the way he's going, and I'm looking forward to riding him.
Does he give you the feel of a nice horse?
Yeah, he does, and you know, he actually comes in good at the weights again. He's only got 118 to carry, so he only went up 2 or 3 pounds on his last start. So, as I said, he comes in good at the weights, gives me a nice feel. He's a nice horse on the way up, and he keeps improving with each piece of work. So I'm looking forward to riding him.
All right, so Regan seems pretty happy with Mr. Croissant. As you mentioned there, he's pretty good at the weights as well. There wasn't that much of a swing with Big Party, who he beat last time. We can see it there. He was a little bit slow out of the gates, Big Party. Didn't help himself there. Doesn't help himself down the straight either.
No, that's the thing. He was slow out, and he was sitting on the back foot the whole way. Look, he's had the benefit of this run now as well. And you can see him just veering out just about here. He sort of almost ended up on the fence, didn't he? He stayed on nicely enough. He ended up running 5th in this, and you can see Mr. Croissant coming through the middle there under a hard ride and beating Racing Fighter, as Regan said. This horse did frank the form, winning on Wednesday night. So they're the 2 main chances, aren't they?
It was his Big Party's first go on a good yielding track. He might not have liked it either.
Yeah, true. Good point.
All right, Key Witness. brings winning form to the table. He was a last start winner in February. He shared the spoils, but he's been back at the trials.
He's had a trial up at Chung Fa. He did dead heat with Prance Dragon. This trial here I thought was good enough from him. He's a rising 9-year-old who's been able to win 7. He's won 5 course and distance. Sha Tin gets on board him for Tony Cruz. There wasn't a lot of pressure in this trial. He hasn't been seen since that effort. He's had a lame right front. That's Charity Go there bursting through to grab that win there, so he goes around later on. I thought the trial was okay. Yeah,
the trial was okay. He just comes in fresh. He's been a good, honest horse here in Hong Kong, but he is getting on in it.
We might see that trial again later. You never know, in reference to Charity Go. Big Party, 1.6, Paul, favourite.
Yeah, I've got him on top though, but with that benefit of the run, I think he can get back to his good form, and we know how good he is when he's right. You'll know where you are after the first 100 metres, I think, because the key is for him to jump. But I think this is the Quinella, dead set Quinella, Mr. Croissant there. Best alliance in there for third. And I'm going to give Highland Fortune, I should say. They're in there for fourth. He should get a nice run from barrier 1. He's 1,072 pounds, and both his trials have been okay. But there's 2 main chances, I thought, in this race.
Yes, agree, and they are the 6 and the 10, Big Party and Mr. Croissant. That's the Quinella that I've gone with here. Big Party, Mr. Croissant. Throwing in Red Desert, he went round at 9.4 on debut, out to 28's last start. I expect him to potentially be there at the finish. I didn't mind the run of Best Alliance last time out. He made some ground in the straight behind Golden 60. It looks a good time. Went round at 21's on debut, went round at over 100 to 1 last start, so he was forgotten, but he did run on quite nicely, I thought, Best Alliance. So 6, 10, 9 and 8.
Yeah, same cue for me as well. If you backed Mr. Croissant last time, though, you'd back him again at those sort of prices, because Big Party does have it to turn around, but I still think he might be quite special. All right, that was the first leg of the triple trio. Race number 4. So next up for us, race number 5, first leg of the 6-up.